Jerry, I do like to do a little video of the pulling into the neighborhood so you can kind of get a sense of that. So this is Route 4. It's a little bit of a busier road, so we'll kind of see how that makes sense for the back of the house. All right, so we'll do a little video of the outside of the house. Here is looking on. Do a little scroll of the block. The neighbors have a very nice property. Take very good care of their lawn and their house. That's good. Little double wide driveway here. It's in okay shape, couple cracks, maybe could use a little revamp. That's all right. Here's the side of the house. So it does appear to be aluminum siding. It's a little beat up, I'm not gonna lie. There's several spots that are a little weathered. Some dimpling. You'll kind of see it throughout the exterior. Windows look newer from the outside. We'll see what they look like on the inside. This wood could use a little help. Might just be old, but it looks like there might have been some moisture intrusion in there at some point. See some more little spots of dings. Looks like the back might be a little overgrown. You do get a little bit of road noise. We'll see once we get inside or on the property out back if it's offensive for you and whether or not we can kind of hear it on the inside. Overall, pretty quiet block. There's a problem with the lockbox, so I'm waiting for the agent. So I've been sitting out here for about 10-15 minutes, and one guy drove by, said hello, and was very friendly. Seems to be quiet. Again, it's the middle of the day, so I'm not sure if this property is vacant or not. It looks like there's some stuff in the back, so maybe not. And then this woman just pulled home. She looked like a woman around your age. So just some thoughts on the block. Thumbs up so far. All right, here we are stepping into 28 Sanford. All right, so this is your front door. Walking in, you are in the main living space. Sorry, I gotta shut the box here. All right. So this area right here would be your dining and living area. They got the LVP floors. So moving off into the left, unfortunately the light is not working. So it looks like this is not a functioning garage for a vehicle. It looks like they pushed this wall out to create more space in this back bedroom. So this essentially would be, used for storage. I will say it doesn't smell wet or no indications of any moisture issues or anything. You do have some nice shelving there. And then it appears that you have some storage space above this area in the attic. I'll see if I can hop up there when I get off this video, make sure it looks good. Again, so not a functioning garage. Hopefully that wasn't a deal breaker, but if not, I understand. You do see you do have a little lip, but honestly, having this area is good because this house does have very minimal storage. Anyway, okay. Here's the view from outside. Windows look, you know, definitely not original, have been replaced. So that's good. They are a double pane. It's nice and bright in here. They got the recessed cans to lighten it up. As far as the noise goes, I mean, when a truck drives by, you know, you can hear it. Hopefully you get a sense of it on this video. I mean, it's hard to say. It's ambient, I would say. With the door open, it's a little bit more obvious. Now that I have the door closed, I would say it's much quieter in here. All right, let's move into this bedroom. So you do have a little lip, just so you know. It's a great size room. So this home is on a slab, so all the utilities and everything will be above here on this living floor. There's your view out back. Again, newer windows. Pretty decent double closet here. Here is your electrical panel. So it looks like it is just a 100, which is small. However, this is a small house and you still do have some slots open. I sent a picture to my inspector. He said with the age of the home, he's almost certain that this would most likely not be aluminum wiring. You know, so that's that. I don't see a inspection sticker on here, so probably has not been updated or touched in quite some time. Obviously, with an inspector coming in, he would give you, you know, any issues that would be there if there were any. Floors are decent. Couple areas of wear and tear, I would say, but they're not terrible. You do see some kind of spotting over there. All right, they've done a great job with this kitchen. Overall, the craftsmanship is okay. It is a flip. Sometimes you see really crappy ones and then, you know, it's kind of everywhere in between. This one is okay. This one's pretty good. I mean, they at least took the time to, you know, do match the floors to the molding, and, you know, the kitchen install looks good, pretty decent on the cabinets. You know, the lines where the caulk lines, rather, grout lines, decent. Tons of space in here. Nice flow. Yeah, this is pretty well done. You could probably get creative if you wanted to make this area like a bistro table, something small. You could even do probably a rectangle here, a small rectangular table. I think there might be enough room, and then use that exclusively for your living area. All right, moving in, this will be your laundry. You do have some built-in shelves, which is nice. This is good. You got a window in here for venting. An inspector would make sure this is vented correctly. Where is the dryer vent going? All right, so it looks like they have that vented out and hopefully up. Okay. I'll send a screenshot of the photo of the water heater. I do not see a date. Oh, here we go. Okay, so she old. 2008, right? Let's see, 10/17. So that's probably gonna go any minute, let's be honest, right? There's a little corrosion on the bottom as well. So that would probably what I like to call an immediate budget concern, right? I have a very old water heater in my house. Until it breaks, I'm not replacing it. That's the path that I chose. You can do whatever you'd like. Here is your heating and cooling unit. It's smaller. Again, you have a small house. It looks like she's a little older as well. Let's take a peek at the filter. The filter looks okay. So, I mean, hopefully you would think that it's been updated, but hard to tell. Again, something an inspector would come in here and, you know, note the age and get that all squared away for you. He's much more professional than I am in that regard. Okay, now we're kind of going into your bedroom wing. I am gonna, oh, they have the heat on. That's why it's hot in here. That's great. I'm gonna click the cooling on, see if it turns on. All right, you do have a little coat closet here, which is nice, little extra storage, as well as one down there. Take a look at your bathroom. So there is only one, but it's a decent size, I will say. Just annoyed me, but you know, this is the kind of stuff you see with flips. So it looks like they just put shims underneath the vanity area because it wasn't level. So, I mean, you know, it's sloppy, but can it be fixed in a more permanent way? I think so. Did some nice tile work here. Probably the original cast iron tub to the house. A couple scrapes on it, but toilet's a little loose. That's, you know, an easy fix. You do have a vent in here, which is good. I think this is the smallest of the 3 bedrooms. That AC did kick on. I see it whirling out there. I'll try to get an idea of age on that, see if I can find an age on that. Again, windows look solid. I'm not seeing any indication of leaking or anything, although this is, you know, fresh paint everywhere, so hard to tell if they painted over something. You do have a side entrance here. Interesting touch. And then a decent, sizable closet. Again, I guess this will be your linen storage. Nice that it's there as well. So actually, it's a little more storage than I thought in here. This would be the 3rd bedroom. Have that set up as a little desk area. And a deep closet in here as well. There's some nice baseboard molding throughout the house. This front bedroom is pretty quiet. All right, let's check out back. All right, so this is your out back area. Again, you are on this main road, Route 4, so it is a little noisy out here. You do have a shed, that's great. What's this? Okay, lawn refuse. So you're definitely, you know, overgrown back here, but maybe that's intentional. You know, having the street there. Metal fence, but it seems to be in pretty good condition. Hard to get a feel for the roof. I think it was undisclosed. I mean, the shingles look newer, but there's a couple areas. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but just like a little bit of lifting there. And as you come down here. So I don't know if that was just like a sloppy install, but again, we'd have an inspector kind of figure that out. But the shingles look like there's a lot of grip and they look pretty new. So interesting there. Alright, it's completely worn away. So I have no idea how to determine the age on this thing.